PPM TV.
Back here with
She can't
Bailey.
even talk.
Back here with Bailey May and Nick, of course.
Yeah, you know what time it is, man. Hit the sub button if you're new. Free Palestine until the day that I die. I ain't even representing. I ain't even got nothing. Wait there, the scarf's there. You know what, baby? You can wear this.
Yeah.
I'll be nice. I let baby wear the scarf. You know? You know what I mean? We'll show these Israelis that these little white English girls can support these things.
British.
It's not just people British. Yeah, British. British sounds better. I don't class myself as a British citizen, and I'm not getting into that review. We'll get into that review in the future. But anyways, this is Muslim spoken word. I think we reacted to this. We did one reaction, people. What was, you know that mum song?
Yeah.
We reacted to this, but this is about Palestine. So she's been, you lot go check our reactions. I've done a lot more, but she's done a few reactions supporting the thing. But this is, tell you how old this is. It is 10 years old. So this ain't new.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
If you're new, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, say something else as well.
And I was gonna say something like that. And to all you haters out there, get out of this vibe.
Alright, let's say all you Zionist haters.
All you Zionist haters, get
Yeah,
out
you
of this
tell
world.
them. You tell them. I wouldn't never tell her to say something that needed to say, but that's needed to say. You know, free Palestine until the day that we both die. PPM TV, let's get into
You would
this.
die first, because you're older.
Come on, man. This is a pleasant video. She's still a kid, people. Remember that, innit? Free Palestine. Not dying older than some kids, am I? I wish it did work like that, lads. I wish it did work by age sometimes, but in the Gaza Strip it does. You know? That's all the people. You know New Year. And then all Gaza, bombs. So while we're celebrating New Year, what I think they're trying to say is over there is not fireworks, it's bombs, you know. If you see, look, right, we're all celebrating London today, London, Sydney, Australia. Well, it was 10 years ago, 2013. Yeah, but then look at Gaza, then it shows Gaza, and look at the difference in Gaza. You know, it's strikes,
I think I'm Salahuddin, Ali Yuba, conquer Palestine, then make me a movie. The kingdom of heaven is now the kingdom of hell, thanks to them terrorists and illegal settlers, straight out of Israel.
He's like them terrorists and illegal settlers straight from Israel.
And illegal settlers, straight out of Israel. I call for revolution, intifada, start me.
Revolution means like standard. A revolution can mean like anything. It means you're standing up for a purpose, basically. That's all I'm telling her now.
In Syria, let's send me to Gaza, from the city where either you pray for the victory or scream, bury me a martyr. Screaming, how can we possibly?
It says rewind, reflect. And I left that. Rewind, reflect and reclaim 1948. That's when the land got stolen from them. That's when Israel, because like I said, after the Second World War, the Jews had nowhere to go, and they put them in Israel. And they invented Israel, they put them in Palestine, and they stole most of Palestine's land, and that happened in 1948. So he's saying like rewind back to 1948.
For the victory or scream, bury me a martyr. Screaming, how can we possibly be defeated? Imma Nasr, Imma Shahada. And we will never leave until we achieve what we chase after, until we free the holy city from the hands of such tyranny and disaster.
They're beating them up.
And these are soldiers against innocent
Free
civilians.
the holy city from the hands of such tyranny and
Because
disaster.
it's an open air prison, basically.
Why would people want to join that job?
The worst thing is, Hitler did the same. What they're doing now, Hitler did it to them before. You know the Hitler that you learn about in the Second World War. You ain't learned about Hitler in school yet. Well, he did the same thing to them.
We bring back peace to these streets and finally set it free. Masjid al-Aqsa.
إن القدس الشريف يناديكم.
I mean, how can we treat our blood as cheap when our blood is worth more than the Kaaba? Want the believers to be like one body, whether you're rich or poor, the slave or the master. For this is what he preached, our leader Muhammad. Peace be upon he, his family and his Sahaba. So don't ever be deceived to
You know
believe.
something else about Palestine? That's where Jesus was born. Jesus is from Jerusalem.
Yeah, that's when.
But they stole the land now. It's not their land anymore.
No,
They stole it.
that's why they want it.
They don't believe in Jesus, but yeah, they want it because it's the Holy Land. They all believe it's the Holy Land. They don't believe in Jesus, but they do believe it's the, yeah. Apparently, they lived there 3,000 years ago, which is so-called in loads of books, but the only evidence they've really got is the Jewish
Killing
Torah.
people. And
Yeah.
stuff.
You know, have you ever heard, like, you go to a church school and people say, oh, well, you can't listen to everything the Bible says, you know. But I'm not saying don't do that, but what I'm saying is people say that about the Bible and they'll say that about the Muslim Bible, but they'll never say that about the Jewish Bible. So apparently the Jewish Bible was right with them living thousands. Of course it wasn't, man.
You're alone cause we haven't forgotten ya. Even if you be on the F-16s, Apaches, drones and these helicopters, let these oppressors and Zalimin know, no matter how high your weaponry and rockets.
It's the passion. We're angry, man. When we do things like that, you lot check my song out, man. It's a good little song. I wrote a little freestyle. I'll put it at the end of this video. Free Palestine.
No matter how high your weaponry and rockets are. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah the Almighty will forever be on top of ya.
He's talking about Israel. He says it don't matter how big your weapons are. He was like, God will always be on top of you, watching down, you know, choosing your life, your next life, you know.
But Allah the Almighty will forever
Allah
be
means
on
God
top of
in
ya.
Muslim.
And Allah is all we need, for we need no leaders nor any powers. Allah is sufficient for us to take back what is ours from the hands of such cowards, hiding behind walls and fortified towers.
It's not
Even
a
as
naughty word, but it's just not nice to say.
Yeah.
cowards, hiding behind walls.
But they are
and
cowards
fortified.
though.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Imagine like your parents live there and they have to kill their parents.
yeah.
Like,
That's what it is. It's like literally putting a bunch of people in a box for so many years and then saying and keeping them under, keeping them, making them do whatever they want. They can't have freedom. They can't have food, electric whenever they're not allowed. And they're living like prisoners.
Yeah.
And then when they decide to fight back like they're prisoners, people like, yeah, it's out of order, man. It's been too long.
Towers.
Like, what basically happened is they've been living since 1948 for nearly 100 years. Their great-granddads and their granddads and that got their land took off them, and they've been living basically in a prison for all this long. And then some people that had enough of it, they're called Hamas, they just don't want to be there no more. They're tired of it. They targeted Israel and killed a couple of people. And now everybody's saying that Palestine's in the wrong, you know, because they targeted Israel. But the fact of the matter is, Israel's been occupying and treating these people like slaves for 75 years.
Leaving us
So if they fight back, how is that retaliate? How is that like defending yourselves?
Yeah, they're just defending themselves.
Yeah, Palestinians are, yeah. Like, literally, they defending themselves, but now everybody's saying Israel's defending themselves because Palestinians decided to fight back. This Hamas group decided to fight back.
They're just trying to protect themselves because all they're doing is killing families.
Families, innocent kids. It's not about that. They want the land, you know. They don't want them to be there. You know, they can't see. Before that happened, 75 years ago, Muslim and Jewish people used to live happily together. They used to eat together, they used to drink together, some of them would even live in the same houses together, you know? But now they can't, you know, because of all this stuff.
under siege and under constant missile showers. Is this the only democracy in the Middle East that you are so proud of? Leaving these children plain as it rains white phosphorus powder. try to silence them with violence.
Imagine
Christ,
imagine trying to play in a park, and every single couple of months or every year this happens. Like I couldn't imagine it. Like this looks like a movie to me, and it's not a movie. It's real life. But these are real people. Right now is worse than ever. Right now they ain't got no water, no food, no electricity. Israel stopped them from getting everything. Literally. When we was downstairs, there was an advert saying give aid to Gaza. That aid ain't gonna go to Gaza. Let's keep the tag show. Just keep, I don't mind, but just keep that show. Show these people. But yeah, that's what I mean. They're just...
We are here, for we call upon He. We are only getting nearer. So don't ever fall to say that Allah is ignoring us. For it's for sure He's calling us to take heed to His speech in His Holy Quran, the most glorious. In Tansurullah, Yunsurukum. Give victory to Allah and you are guaranteed to be victorious. Support His cause and He will be supporting us. Hold firm to Him and His messenger. He is informing us to give what you can from your wealth and yourself, and know that at every step He is recording us. So for your bad deeds, more than your enemies, Umar bin Khattab, he was warning us. These are the wise words of men who were worshippers by night, but by day they were warriors, who taught us to seek honor through Islam, and Allah, He will honor us. So do not go astray, and we will be saved from being humiliated. Seek to please He, and not whom He created. Hold firmly to His rope, and know not to be separated. Bow down solely to Allah, and no partners associated. This is the formula for success. If only we would take it, we would see the victory we love, and for so long we have waited. So if you don't pray...
The thing is, it's going to be a bit harder for you to understand this because of your age. I didn't realise, I couldn't remember.
And for so long we have waited.
We'll replay it again
don't
in a few
pray.
years.
Start today and know that this
And
is
I
the only
explained
way
more.
we can make it. For he who stands before He, how can his feet possibly be shaken? For we are the ones who fear none but one. So whatever comes, we remain patient. Patiently praying for your promise, Allah, to hasten. And when it comes, let La ilaha illallah be my final statement. But until then, Allah, we are at
He's
your
screaming
service.
for God. I need to show her some Islamic words so she knows what he's saying. Yeah, he's basically screaming out to God for help. Like, wow, not all of it.
So let Muhammad, peace be upon he, know that his
Muhammad
nation...
was a prophet. Muhammad was a prophet. Like, basically, cut a long story short, Bible, and I've read a lot of the Bible. I've read the Bible and I've read quite a bit of the Quran. And in my eyes, the Bible and the Quran are the exact same thing. There's no difference. The only difference is that the Christians believe that Jesus was the Son of God, and the Muslims believe Jesus was a prophet. And the Christians don't believe in Muhammad. And Muslims, well, Muhammad, there is evidence that Muhammad was alive, so that's irrelevant.
He's Muhammad!
Yeah. No, his name might be Muhammad, but forget about that. Forget about that. Let's watch it.
Is about to awaken. La ilaha illallah Muhammadin Rasulullah.
He's calling out to the messenger Muhammad, peace be upon him. So you say peace be upon him as well.
Peace be
Upon him, yeah. And when we're talking about Muhammad, don't say words like that, because a lot of people will take offence, because I'm just letting you know he's a messenger. He is like, every time you say and you're meant to say peace be upon him, you're not a Muslim, so you don't have to say it. But what I'm just saying, if he says Muhammad, yeah, if you go Muhammad or something, people might think you're taking the mick, because he's a really big messenger. And I'm only saying this now on camera, so you know what I mean, like, just so you know in the future. Not even on camera, I mean at school. If there's a kid and he talks about Muhammad at school, don't be if it's like if you're messing around and that, it's different. But what I'm saying is, like, they're talking about the messenger. It's like talking about Jesus, you know what I mean? If you was talking about Jesus in your church,
I'll
and
get
you
told
just
off.
shouted out and go, oh, if they said, oh, Jesus, the Holy One, and you went, oh, Jesus, you know what I mean? So that's what they'll see it as, you know. But obviously she didn't understand, so I'm just letting her know. Yeah, that's what you have to remember.
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, because you look, oh, Muhammad, our messenger, there is no God but Allah, and they're saying Allah is our God. Muhammad is the final messenger, meaning Jesus was the one. I think Jesus was before, let us know. You know what, this was a bit hard for her to understand. Hit the sub button, we'll find another one in a bit. We've got another one coming. Salute.
Salute.